How are you doing? Good to see you.
In these final hours, every vote counts. Crisscrossing the country through the night, Gordon Brown found people awake and willing to talk. He also found the energy to keep going.
Are you going to win or lose the election?
We're moving forward.
So is David Cameron, covering hundreds of kilometres in this marathon campaign.
Who are going to go to the polls on Thursday, whose pens and pencils are going to hover over that box, and I just hope that they vote for change.
How are you?
And change is what Nick Clegg is promising in his final push for votes.
A choice between the politics of the past, the old politics, and something new and different.
According to the latest polls, the UK election is still too close to call. The Comrays survey puts the Conservatives on 37%, Labour on 29%, and Liberal Democrats on 26%, and the rest on 8%. If repeated on May 6th, that would mean 294 seats for the Conservatives, leaving them 32 short of an absolute majority and in hung Parliament territory. So when MPs come to sit down in Parliament behind me, what could potentially happen is that no one party has enough members to govern on its own. So they'll either have to form a coalition or come to some sort of arrangement to get budgets and laws through. And Britain's betting industry is also predicting a hung Parliament.
Well, we have at the moment Conservatives on 315 seats, to be the largest party obviously, but still 11 seats short of a majority.
What could tip the balance? The huge number of undecided voters, potentially a third of those going to the polls.
I was going to vote Labour, but then I think Nick Clegg has kind of impressed me most recently, actually. And I haven't been so impressed with Gordon Brown recently, so I just think it's time to maybe change.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. Really even Stevens, I think. So I haven't got a clue. I don't know who I'm going to vote for.
Twitter might help that decision. This has become the first social media election in the UK.
It's been a very important source in terms of sharing information with people directly, but again also in terms of how the parties are influencing journalists, because they can interact with journalists in real time as stories are being shaped.
But it's really the television debates that have boosted the profile of these three men, making this the closest election race in years. Nazanine Moshiri, Al Jazeera, London.